All right, folks, you are in for a treat. We've got itsbeeve running Metroid Prime any percent coming right up. Hope you're ready. Get your snacks, get your drinks, because you're in for a good time.
Выстрелы снарядов нас разбудили ночью. Это были страх и паника, безысходность.
So wait,
Alright.
so after this one is the real one?
Yes, so we're going live now. Ready?
Yeah. All right, folks, it is now time for Metroid Prime being run by itsbeeve any percent. Take it away, Beeve.
Alrighty, so my name's Beeve. We're gonna be doing some Metroid Prime any percent, and the route we're gonna be taking is called double IS, and we'll explain the reasoning for that throughout the run. Here I got with me is Cosmonaut. He's also a very good Prime runner in the community. He's gonna help me commentate the run.
Yep. Hello. I'm Cosmo.
So I guess we'll just start off on file select. We'll explain the timing afterwards, but this will just be the easiest way to do it. So if you're ready with a timer, count down from 5 and go to 0. So ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Let's go. We got this
Metroid
beat.
Prime. Thank you.
No fusion suit. Sag.
I didn't have it unlocked. I was thinking about making an incentive, but I couldn't figure out how to get it on my Wii, so...
Ah. If I'd have known that, I would have helped you with that.
Alright. So here, I'm going to be doing, right off the gate, doing some scan dashing. Scan dashing is actually like one of like the main movements I'm going to be doing throughout this entire run. So here, there's like a little scan dash for you right there. There's also another form of movement is the Morph Ball, which is pressing X, you just go into Morph Ball. Morph Ball is a little bit faster than just running normally.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, this, the beginning section frigate here is the tutorial section. Every category you run, you're gonna have to go through this section.
Yep.
It's just to teach you just the basic combat and movement, but we're going to be doing a lot of scan dashing and rolling. Scan dashing works because there's no sideways speed cap in this game, and it only works on the original North American version.
Yep.
So you can't do that in any other version. It was patched out because I mean it's really broken.
It is very broken. So yeah, there's also another few things that they patched after 1.0, but we'll explain afterwards.
Yep. One important thing to know, the community, we go by in-game time. There's a totem for that elevator right there. Some people, you could stand close to the door and you won't get a cutscene there, but since we optimize by in-game time, it saves a little bit of time right there just to go near it and get a cutscene because it repositions you.
Yep. We're going to be intentionally watching a few cutscenes just because when Samus moves in the cutscene, it moves the actual model, so it actually puts us further to our objective, and we actually end up saving more time in the in-game time. Nice.
Yep, part of running this game is optimizing in-game time pretty much everywhere you can, and also not necessarily getting through rooms and getting to the door quickly. It's hitting load triggers as quickly as you can. That's how this game works. You'll see, like, for instance right here, these doors, they're not anywhere else in the game, but you think it's taking an arbitrary amount of time to open. No, that's just the other rooms after loading. And it's the same for pretty much everywhere else. If a door doesn't open right away, it's because the next room's loading, and it's probably a big room. Otherwise, it would open pretty much instantaneously. But yeah, right now we're coming up on our first boss. Don't blink. You're gonna see Beeve do a trick called rapid fire missiles here. If you hold up on the C stick, you can just spam the Y button, and yeah, that's the Parasite Queen.
Yep.
You can fire missiles incredibly fast.
Yeah, the game doesn't allow you to do that, but since you can hold C up, you can pretty much go pretty quick. Like, it's a rhythmic fashion. It's not like rapid fire like Power Beam here, but it's when that rhythm comes in, it does a lot of damage. We're gonna be doing that for a few things. That's the biggest one though, is Parasite Queen.
Yep. And missiles do 30 damage. Yep. And you saw Beeve do a manual aim at the Parasite Queen's mouth. That does double damage. But because if Beeve was to actually lock on, it wouldn't be looking at Parasite Queen's body. You don't get the weak point until you fully scan Parasite Queen, and that's slow. But if you just manually aim, you can just dispose of her really quickly. Now we've got the classic Metroid escape at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, the only escape in the entire game at the beginning. Very classic.
Yep, yeah, 7 minutes. I don't know. You have enough time, Beeve? You think you can make it?
I don't know. It's gonna be close.
Yeah, it's gonna be very close. Photo finish.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I can get there in time.
Yep. There's a lot of these long tunnels right here. The best way to move through them is just to morph. But when you go uphill here, you're seeing Beeve do something called L jumping. If you hold the L button and release it as you jump, you get a little burst of speed and get more distance.
Yeah, so when you see me like hopping like a bunch, it's not because I'm a bunny rabbit and I like being a bunny. It's actually because I use it to go a little bit faster.
Yep. Pretty much every form of jumping in this game has been is going to be utilized to go faster. It's actually, like, even if you were to just to walk and hold L, that's faster than walking and not holding L.
Yeah.
There's a joke in the community. You can tell who actually speed runs it is if they hold L when they play this game. Walking.
Yeah, L and R, like the trigger buttons are like used constantly for like a multitude of reasons. It's good for aiming. It's good for like lining up setups. It's a lot of good stuff. Triggers. Here is one of the bosses. As some of you might recognize, it's Meta Ridley, not just regular Ridley. Oh.
Yep. Gotta come back.
Yep. Way later, like towards the end of the run, we're gonna be seeing Meta Ridley. So we're gonna scan this here, and this causes a cutscene to play out where we basically lose all our items. So they're various soup, we lose missiles, we lose Morph Ball, charge beam, grapple beam. One other thing I actually forgot to mention is that we use grapple beam there to get across that gap, but that is the only time we're going to be using grapple beam. We don't pick it up in speedrun at all. There's also a multitude of other things we don't pick up, like gravity suit, super missiles, wave buster, anything else I'm missing?
Spider ball.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, grapple's one of the easier ones to skip.
Yeah. Yeah. No, didn't get the funny number exit there, but that's okay.
Ah, so close.
Very, very close. Got the 419. We got not the 420, unfortunately.
Solid escape.
That was
Solid inbounds time.
Yeah, yeah. You can do that whole segment when one of the parasite queens comes out of like its cage after you fight the other parasite queen. You can go out of bounds there, and the game just looks completely crazy from doing out of bounds stuff. It's definitely marathon safe to do this whole game inbounds, but that's just how I'm used to running it anyways. It's just scary. All out of bounds stuff is scary in this game.
It is. It's notoriously difficult, but it's still viable to run this game completely inbounds. You can get a really good time just staying inbounds. It's a very movement-heavy game, and that's where most of your time save is going to come from. All right, and now you're going to see a scan dash, one of the most famous tricks.
Yep.
It's called SJF. If you do a scan dash here, and you can get the space jump boots early, and that completely breaks open the beginning early game. It's extremely powerful. I'm sure most people that played this, even when they were younger, they did this.
Yep. Yep. Literally the reason, or one of the reasons why I speedran this game is literally just getting space jump early. It's so iconic. I remember seeing it in like a video in like 2008, and I'm like, oh my god, this is insane.
Yep. That was the same for me back in like 2003.
Yeah,
My goodness, secret worlds? These things exist? It's crazy.
Yeah. Normally you're supposed to get space jump after you get boost ball. Boost ball is not until we get to Fendrana. And the game expects you to go like in this half pipe, and then you're supposed to like go through this maze and then get it. That, the real way, how it was intended. But since we're speedrunning, we can get it super early like that.
Yep. It's very convenient. Eliminating backtracking is a huge, one of the huge reasons you can complete this game really fast. All these tricks helps eliminate most of the backtracking. So now we're on Chozo Ruins, one of the first main area of the game. You're gonna see Beeve get missiles here. We're skipping a mini boss fight that has the missile launcher because we have space jump. We can just jump and get missiles.
Yep.
So we can just avoid going all the way there with that.
Yeah, it makes us not fight a few bosses here and there. Here we're gonna skip another boss by getting where is it? Here it is. We're getting Morph Ball early. We just skip the trigger by just jumping over it.
Yep.
Even if I were to activate the trigger, you can still jump on that platform right there. It's not that hard. So
yeah, we do hit it on the way out to save a little bit of in-game time.
Yeah, that's the real way to do it. But if you were to mess up, you can still get it as backup. So I hope you like this music, because we're going to be listening to it for a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh, I love this music. I get to listen to it longer than normal.
Great music. It's funky, you know?
Hey, what's the Prime Runner's favorite band? The Beatles.
Oh, that's a good one. I've not heard that one. All right. So, whoops. This room's a little interesting. So if I press Z here, it loads the room for this room faster for some reason. And this is the only room where this happens in the entire run, where you press Z. That, and like I said, when we mentioned it previously, we're going by in-game time, so it won't affect our time if we were to pause there.
Yep. Yep, the name of the game now is just pretty much getting all of our upgrades that we lost, and just to be able to progress to the next area.
Yep.
Not necessarily collecting in-game items. Right now we're going to Charge Beam. You don't necessarily need Charge Beam, but it makes everything so much quicker, so much easier.
Yep.
And it's just really good.
Yeah. Like needed for a lot of things, honestly. Like to make the game go way faster when it needs to be.
Yes.
There's Charge Beam.
Low percent skips it. Yeah, low percent skips it. So
Does it really?
imagine fighting ghosts without charge. Pretty bad.
Yeah, that's a
But
sore thumb waiting to
possible.
happen. Oh.
We got charge. We're going to make our way to get bombs. Just essentially, just jumping through, scan dashing, just moving through rooms as quickly as we can.
Yep. So here I'm gonna unlock this door here, which goes to a save station. You're gonna see why that's important later on in the run, but right now it's just convenient to open it there.
It's very, very important.
Yeah, because if I don't open that later, I essentially kind of soft lock the game, and we don't want that. But you'll see why.
Yeah. Yes. I think everyone at least once has forgotten to missile that door and then realize it.
Yep.
20-30 minutes later.
Yep.
Like, oh, well, run's over.
Happens to all of us. So it happened to me during my D-Rust last week. So.
Yep. All right, now we're fighting Incinerator Drone, aka Zoid. It's one of the few areas that has RNG. So the way this boss works, it has 4 phases. The first phase is going to be between 8 and 12 seconds, and the second, third, and fourth phases are going to be 15 to 25 seconds. So there's 35 seconds of variance that you can get. But on average, you're going to probably save 10 seconds or lose 10 seconds. The way to tell you get a decent fight is if the music doesn't loop. And Beeve is doing an exploit here where you can just stand on a Incinerator Drone, and it just makes the fight just pretty trivial.
Yeah, then I have to hop around the flames. I shoot the little hornet guy so they don't knock me off.
Yeah. Yeah, they shoot you. They have this mechanic that I've never seen anywhere where you can't hold L for like a few seconds. It's really annoying, and it's strange that only these wasps can do that.
Yeah.
Not really much to say here, just hoping Zoid weak spot pops up at a decent time.
Yeah, that
Bombs
was pretty
are very important.
Yeah, we need bombs to progress throughout the game. That was pretty slow, unfortunately, I think. But that's okay.
Couldn't
RNG.
tell. Yep.
Quick question: can you normally jump on that thing, or is it only because you have the double jump?
No, you can jump on it without space jump.
Yeah, you could jump on it without space jump. There's like, I just do the double jump so I can like get on it better, but you can't do it without the space jump.
Yeah. You can do. There's a little slope there. There's a technique called a slope jump that gets you a little more height. You can do that without space jump to get up there.
Awesome.
So here we're gonna do this puzzle. Since we're here, we're gonna come back to this area later, but it's just convenient to do this puzzle now. There is a way to skip this whole area, and it's called IBBF, which stands for Ice Beam Before Flagra. But that requires going out of bounds. That's not the route I'm doing, but it is a lot faster, a lot harder.
Fair enough. Do I have time to read any donations?
Yeah, you can definitely read them during this one.
Sweet. So we've got Queen Lolly with a $20 donation, no comment. And then we've got Ron Cena with a $25 donation saying, for Beeve, good luck, buddy.
Go, Ron. Shout out to Ron Cena.
It's a great name.
Yeah,
It is.
he's a great guy. I love Ron.
You can read more if you have any.
That was it for now, but I'm sure we'll get more.
Alrighty, yeah. we're making our way to like the first major boss, Flagra, known for its long cutscenes that you can't skip.
Yeah.
That would be the perfect time to read them.
Yep.
If any more comes in.
You heard him, folks.
Yeah, perfect time for donations.
Yeah, let's
There's
keep
going to be
coming.
about 2 minutes of cutscenes.
Yeah, we dare
Seriously.
you to donate.
All right, so here I'm going to be skipping this barrier coming up here. We have to scan those 4 points like we did for charge beam, but we go to this area here, do a bomb, double jump, get up there, and boom, done. That's only done with 1.0. You can't do it on the patch version.
Yep. Yeah. You saw Beeve what looks like standing on thin air before the gate skip, but that's actually an invisible branch that has collision.
Yep.
Which is very useful.
Yep.
So just getting up that room very quickly.
Yeah, that way I don't have to like go into Morph Ball, bomb a few areas. It kind of just, you just jump on platform and just get up there pretty easily. There's gonna be a lot more of that later on, where it's gonna be like I'm literally on like a pixel of a platform, and it's pretty comical sometimes to see what you can actually jump on in this game.
Anyway, this is the first major boss, Flagra. The way this fight would normally go, there's 4 bomb slots, and there's these 4 panels that come down, and you'd have to normally shoot every single one, but these bomb slots are not like normal bomb slots. They're actually damageable all around, so you could just straight up jump to them and bomb them from the outside, and that's what you're going to see Beeve doing that significantly speeds up this fight.
Yep. So normally you're supposed to like take out all the lights and salute in there with the bomb and or with Morph Ball, and then you bomb the slot. No, that takes up a lot of time, and the more you hit them in those slots, the more lights go down actually. So it's actually pretty hard to like get all the lights down. Like
Yep.
if you're doing it casually.
This boss does a lot of damage, so even during a speedrun, it's pretty scary. We only have 1 E-tank, we have no suits.
Yep.
You could lose a lot of health really quickly.
Yeah. So the more suits you get, the bigger your defense becomes. So when we get Varia, this is Flagra drops Varia, so we get a 25% increase in defense, if I'm right about that, Cosmo.
10%.
10? Okay.
Yep. I think Varia's 10, Gravity's 20, and Phason's 50.
Got it. Okay.
We're gonna skip Gravity. But I'm pretty sure it's either that. I've heard 25, 50, 75, but I believe it's 10, 20, 50.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's Flagra. We'll get to watch a 35-second cutscene, pick up Varia, and rewarded with another 35-second cutscene.
That was such an interesting way of doing the boss fight. I feel like it just skipped so much of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
there's like, it's like 10 seconds of actual gameplay, 3 minutes of cutscenes.
Yep. It happens so fast. That's why the speedrun's so cool, because like they build up like the dramaticism, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, he's dead in 2 seconds. That was anticlimactic.
Also, guys, just so chat is aware, Speed Docs is saying if we hit last SDAT's weekend 1 donation, meaning we're $26 away at the moment. So if we can crack that amount, they will be donating subs in chat. So please get those dollars in.
Yo.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, now that we got Varia, we're gonna see Beeve do a trick called Early Wild. It's one of the scarier tricks, especially for newer runners, because if you mess it up, your run's pretty much over.
Yeah.
Because in order to get back up, you need to have supers and Spider Ball.
Yep.
But we're gonna be taking advantage of this wall here that has very low friction, and you can infinite bomb jump up. So I'll give Beeve some quiet time for this.
Oh, okay. We're good.
All right, yeah, I'm on a bit of a delay, but let's go. You got it.
Jeez.
Nice.
That's
Alright.
literally the one thing I was worried about, because literally if I fell down there, I have a backup save, but we would have to fight Flagra again, and we don't want that to happen. So,
Yeah.
all
Let's
right,
go.
that to me is like the hardest
That's
part
the
of the run.
scariest part.
Yeah.
The
So
scariest
I'm feeling a lot better now. So.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Congratulate you for your efforts.
Thank you.
I hope I get this right. It's SCXCR has donated $10 saying, did you know that Metroid Prime is only divisible by 1 and itself?
that's true.
I love the Prime jokes that happen throughout like marathons here and there. It's really funny. So here I'm. Oh God. Okay. So here I'm fighting Chozo Ghost. These guys are just invisible for the most part. You can see them with X-ray, but I don't have X-ray right now. So I kind of have to like guess where they are. It's kind of RNG here as well. There's a way to like hit stun them too. Where see if I can. Oh, I messed up. You can like get them in like a loop. So if you hit them like over and over again, you can essentially get them and pile a lot of damage onto him in one sitting. That way they die pretty quickly. So that one's dead. So we have 2 more.
This fight's very hard to optimize. Ghosts
Yeah, there's like no optimization
don't want to behave like you want. Yeah, you could lose a lot of time here. Just ghosts not wanting to appear. Their hitboxes are wonky when they do their little charge attack.
Yep.
It can be very frustrating.
Yeah. This is a pretty bad fight, honestly. I'm not.
That's the way it goes sometimes.
Yep.
I remember hating these guys casually.
Yep.
Yeah,
I hate them in the
does.
speed run too.
Yep.
Oh my God. They just keep coming on top of me, and I can't really get there fast enough. And then when they hit you, Samus gets like stunned as well. It's really annoying when that happens. So.
Yep.
Okay, there we go, and we're done with that fight. Thank God. So I'm gonna sit exactly where that the artifact comes up. So that way we can maximize a little bit of time.
Overlap the cutscenes.
Yep. So we also forgot to mention that we have to pick up these things called artifacts. They're basically like the keys to the final level. 12 of them, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Not 100. I get it confused with Prime 2 sometimes.
Yeah, there's 9 in that game.
Yeah.
Yep. Now that we got that, we can progress to the next area. We're gonna go through Magmore Caverns to Fendrana. Oh, there we go. Look at that 10 subs. Let's go.
Bug.
Huge. And that last donation was from non-binary code of $26 saying, here's the thing.
Nice, let's go.
You'll love to see it. Alright, so we're entering Magmore. We wouldn't be able to come here without Varia. Since we beat Flagra and we have Varia, we're through here without damage.
Yep, a lot of these rooms are pretty tough to optimize. There's a joke that everyone's PBs has a bad Magmore 1. It's very hard to get through these rooms very quickly.
Yeah.
But we just got this artifact. Normally you need X-ray to see through that, but 2 missiles just breaks the rock. I'm not actually sure the intended way, I think with supers, but
yeah.
Missiles works just fine. You need it on first pass because after we progress through here, we're never coming back. So.
Yep. I know as a kid, I used to hit that with super missiles. So I don't know if that was the intended way, but that's the way I thought it was.
Yeah, seems that's the way.
Not 100% sure.
Yeah, that's definitely a departure they made from Echoes. You need one certain item for the keys. You can't just skip supers and stuff like that. We can, but it's not fun. So this room here, monitor station, we're going to be abusing slope jumps and just the fact that pretty much everything is standable here to get through this room quickly. Skip through those turrets because there's a lot of turrets. They do a lot of damage and a lot of knockback.
Yep, they're pretty nasty, especially the knockback part. You could be like up there because we're coming back to this area later. There's an artifact in the other room, and sometimes those turrets like knock you off there, and you have to climb all the way back up. So,
Yeah.
It's hilarious, but it's like not funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Game's
they're
pretty punishing.
Yeah, so I just picked up that E-tank in that maze there. Normally we skip it in the speed run, but since we're doing a marathon, I'm picking it up for marathon safety. We always call it the race tank because when people are racing, they pick it up and race. So here's an example of where I'm gonna let the cutscene play out and I don't skip it. The Samus will walk forward here. And that puts us exactly where we need to go to do a combat dash to get there.
Yep. Very, very convenient.
Okay, that's fine. That's not as bad.
Yeah.
I slipped off the end there, but I landed on the platform below, so I could save a little bit.
Yeah, that happens to me sometimes. One thing about this game, it can eat your jump. Your jump height can just be severely reduced depending on where you jump from, how you press the B button. And that's what makes this game pretty punishing and hard to optimize. Just one little mistake like that can cost not an insignificant amount of time. And it can add up a lot over the course of the run.
Yep. Alright, so here we're picking up Boost Ball. Normally you're supposed to activate those platforms to go in a line, so you can just jump on them, but you can do it without activating them by doing some L jumps.
Yep. This room was intended for you to not have space jump.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot you don't have space jump. You get it after Boost Ball.
Yep. Now that we have Boost Ball, this is going to be pretty much one of our main forms of movement. It's incredibly broken. One of the best items in this game, probably my favorite. Just because of how broken it is. You can get some insane speeds built up with Boost Ball.
Yeah, I think even people who play this game like normally, not in a speedrun sense, they probably like Boost Ball a lot too. Definitely fun to like just whiz around in the ball like this.
Yep. Very fun, very fast, and it's also very important for a few tricks that are going to come up very soon.
Yep.
So now we got boosts. We're going to make our way to Wave Beam. So you'd think, since we came into Phendrana with Wave Beam immediately to the right of us, it would be quicker to pick that up. But there's a trick coming up called Infinite Speed, and that's why this route is called Double IS, because we're going to be doing it twice.
Yep.
I'll explain it more as we get there.
Yeah, IS standing for Infinite Speed.
And it's pretty much magic.
Yeah.
Even us as a community, we don't really fully understand how Infinite Speed works.
Yep. Like that's how kind of busted it is. It looks like it literally looks cosmic. Like that's how I'll put it. Really cool looking.
Cosmic. I get it. Yep.
Unintended.
Yep. And right here, there's a mini boss fight we have to do before we can get Wave Beam. There's these 4 baby She-Goths that spawn. We're going to quickly dispatch them, and that's going to really make Mama She-Goth pretty mad. She's going to wake from her slumber. Oh no, you killed my babies. But, you know, we got to dispatch her too.
Can I just read a quick promo right here, guys? We got a big one. Yeah.
Yeah, sure thing.
$150 from JMac Base saying, what did Samus get covered in when she appeared on a Nickelodeon game show? The answer is Metroid Slime.
Oh.
I hate that.
That's really funny.
Great. Thank you very much for the 150, JMac. Much appreciated.
So, you might remember casually this fight kind of probably being annoying, but you're going to see Beeve do an exploit with Mama She-Goth. When she does her breath attack, for some reason, Morph Ball bombs will do an insane amount of damage. So you're going to see Beeve go into Morph, lay some bombs, and then that's going to do a lot of damage. You're going to see him shoot some missiles into the shoulder area, and that's going to quickly dispatch her, as long as she behaves.
And fight is done, just like that.
Yep, just like that. And now we have wave.
Yep.
All right. So now you're going to see infinite speed. So you're going to see Beeve go into this specific spot. You're going to see Beeve morph, and he's going to start spinning. And this is going to happen for about a minute, 50 seconds to a minute.
Yep.
And during this whole time, he's gaining rotational speed. And eventually, that number that keeps building up is going to hit a point called the floating point number, and it's going to roll over to not a number. And when that happens, to activate it, you're going to use boost, and that's going to essentially let Beeve touch everything that's loaded. So enemies, load triggers, items. And that's going to allow him to grab an artifact here, which you would normally need plasma to get.
Yep. So it skips out the backtracking, and you'd think this wouldn't be faster just sitting here for a minute, but it actually cuts out a lot of time. It works for the route really well. It's almost like hilarious that we just sit in a corner and then we just wait until we turn blue. Essentially what's going to happen in a second.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. We're gonna do this a little bit after. We're gonna do a second IS to get power bombs, or which is blocked by power bombs.
Thus, double IS route.
Yep.
In the meantime, I'll just remind people, CJ also unlocked a new donation incentive for next week for Kirby Air Ride, and we're going to get the 5 hot dogs % bonus run, which if you haven't seen it before is hilarious, and I highly suggest donating towards that. It will cost us $464, but I'm sure we can quickly get there, especially after JMac donated that big $150.
Nice. All right,
So let's go.
So here we are in infinite speed mode. Gonna boost there, and I'm gonna grab the Chozo artifact that's behind plasma by boosting. So at any point, if I unmorph, the game will basically just look like a jumbled mess, and you won't be able to see like where you are at all. So as long as I don't press X, I won't soft lock us and ruin the marathon. So let's hope I don't press X here.
That boost was scary. I'd say next time boost a little earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, that looked scary to me, but you made it. We're good. We're good. Yeah, the way to get out of this is to hit like a save station or an elevator to reset the camera, essentially.
Yep. So I just boosted there into that door because there's a missile expansion there that's also blocked by plasma, but I just pick it up because right there. So here I unmorph. Yeah, I unmorph into the elevator. I guess. That way we just get transferred over. Now we're out of IS, just like that.
Oh, you were scaring me with those boosts. Oh, goodness.
You can boost down there. It's not that bad.
Ugh. I just worry about crashing sometimes. That can, since, like I said, you can literally touch everything. You might hit a trigger that you don't want to hit, and it could crash the game. That's why it's very volatile. But that tunnel, not many low triggers around, so it's pretty safe. But we're out of it. We got it. We're good.
I've never crashed there before, so I always do it.
Alright. Sick.
Yeah. Right, so there we get the next artifact. We just do a couple of combat dashes off of that puffer, and we can just make our way over here. Normally you're supposed to use like a spinner for it's like a puzzle, and it basically makes like a bridge come out, and then you walk across the bridge. But we don't need that because we can dash across.
Get through pretty much any gap in this game with a pretty good dash. That's why it's so good.
Yeah.
Very fast. Yep. Now that we got wave and boost, we're gonna backtrack to Chozo to get a few things, notably Ice Beam and X-Ray, and a couple artifacts on the way. And that's where we're gonna see the other use of IS.
Yep.
Very shortly. Yeah, the optimal route for this game, you would actually get Ice Beam and X-Ray on the first pass of Chozo, but it involves out of bounds and a lot of tricky stuff. It's a very punishing, very hard route.
Yeah, it's extremely hard. Maybe one day I'll...
Maybe.
Ooh, that was a nice instant unmorph. Didn't know you could do that.
Yep. Yep, you can instant unmorph there. That's another technique that's in this game, an instant unmorph. If you unmorph with the camera obscured, you will get what's known as an instant unmorph, whereas the normal unmorphing animation takes about a second or so. But if you get an instant unmorph, well, it's instant, and you can start moving without any of the cooldown from unmorphing. Saves about a second every time you do it. Yep, nothing really much to say. We're just, going back to Chozo, get a few things to be able to progress to the next major area.
Yep. So it's basically like a big loop, doing just a bunch of loops, because we're gonna visit Magmore again, we're gonna visit Rana again, and it makes its way to one of the last areas in the game, Phazon Mines, which we only visit once because that's the most out of the way area.
Yep. Requires a lot of items that we don't have yet, so it's always best. Pretty much every category is going to do mines in one trip, if it can help it.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, here I'm gonna
be boosting through here. It's just really, really fast.
Yep. There I stood on some collision that you're not normally supposed to stand on, so we skip that spider ball. We also forgot to mention that this. Well, actually, we did mention it, but it was brief. We skipped Spider Ball in this, so we don't have to fight the rock guy named Thardis. It's a very, painful boss to go through, because he literally just eats up a lot of your time by just watching him just, flail his arms in the air and change the weather or something like that. I don't know. I haven't fought him in a long time.
Yep. Definitely, probably the hardest boss casually, probably the hardest boss in a speedrun to do fast.
Yeah, definitely.
Ah, you got the downward force here.
Yeah, I got stuck there for a second.
Yeah. There's a downward force there that just pushes you down. It's pretty annoying if it happens. Gonna see a hole in one, maybe?
No, I'd mess it up.
Yep, so we're making our way to a room called Magma Pool, where we're going to set up the other form of IS. On the other side of the room is a power bomb wall, and behind it is a power bomb expansion.
Yep. And we need that power bomb expansion to progress in areas that we're not supposed to, because power bombs is actually in Phazon, so the game expects you to be go to Phazon, pick up power bombs, then backtrack all the way throughout the area, where you previously were, that was blocked behind power bombs to get other items. So.
Yep. So, setting up IS here, and since there's a lot of lava, that causes a lot of lag. So this is actually gonna take about a minute or so instead of 50 seconds.
Yep. So we're essentially just doing the same thing here. Since it's lagging, though, it doesn't account for the in-game time. So even though we lose time RTA, we don't lose any IG. So if you have any donations, this would be a good time to do it.
Nothing as of yet.
Unfortunate. This would be the best time for it, everyone.
Right? I want to hear those. I want to hear those Prime puns again.
Yeah.
The highlight of the marathon of Prime speedruns. Months.
Yep.
Come on, people.
This game.
Those donos in. Put it towards the 5 hot dogs %. It all goes towards Save the Children. Just get them in so that we can keep these puns coming as well. Entertain everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, this game's in-game timer is incredibly robust. I think that's one of the main reasons the Prime community uses it, because it also accounts for lag, and it's extremely accurate. In-game timer only progresses when you have direct control of Samus. So cutscenes, save stations, item pickups, they don't count towards the in-game time. And now we have a power bomb, and that lets us access so many different areas. Oh, got stuck for a second.
Yeah, I got randomly stuck in that last area. So right there, I actually unmorphed. Since the camera changes, you can go back into morph for some reason. Now I can do Morph Ball and save a little bit of time.
Yep.
I don't know why that happens. I was just told to do that.
Yeah, it's by me. Yeah, the camera changes. There's like a morph. There's different triggers. There's like a morph ball camera trigger or something like that, and that allows us to morph again.
Yep.
When you saw Eve unmorph, it looked like a bunch of black and a lot of triangles. That's what would happen if you would just unmorph anywhere, and you can't shoot your beam. You can't do anything besides morph and lay bombs. So that's why it's very important earlier, if you remember, Beef shot that missile shield here at the save station, because if he didn't, he wouldn't be able to unlock it there, and he'd essentially be stuck.
Yep.
Couldn't do anything.
Yeah, and it's no bueno if we had to like backtrack to an elevator and unmorph there. So,
And this is why Beef did that this little puzzle here, just to have the door already unlocked, because now we're gonna make our way to Ice Beam.
so there I skipped another Spiderball track. Oops. Also not going fast enough for that part. That's fine. Back.
Yeah.
There's like weird collision here. Because of the angle it's at, we can actually just go up it without holding L or R. You can just kind of walk into it.
Yep. You can jump up it. It's the reason that works is because Spiderball track's not actually at 90 degrees. It's at 89 degrees. So that just counts as standable terrain.
Yep.
You just walk up it.
Thank you, developers.
Mm-hmm.
What's up the L jump there? Let me try again.
Yep. You're gonna see an R jump here. That's just to cross this half pipe a little bit quicker. We do have boost ball, so it's not the worst thing if we miss it. An R jump gets you a little bit more speed because of, there's no sideways speed cap. So if you turn and press R, L, and B at the same time, your speed and direction gets locked.
Yep.
And if you're sideways, you'll continue to gain a little bit of speed. So that's what makes that possible, to just jump a lot farther than you're normally supposed to.
Yep. So there I stood on more collision that you're not normally supposed to stand on, and you can skip Spiderball again. So,
yep.
And get to that bomb slot.
Spiderball is not needed for really anything except for one item in Vendrana. Everything else you can just skip. But I think they actually found a way to do it through tasks, but for a human, I don't think it's still possible. But yeah, this is a scripted ghost fight. You're gonna see B do a little trick here that's gonna overlap some cutscenes, and it's gonna warp Samus to the bottom. Saves a little bit in-game time.
Yep. That way we don't have to wake our way back. We're already unmorphed. Walk up, go into the Chozo's hands, and off we go.
Yeah, off we go to the bowling alley. Let's go.
Bowling alley.
Yeah.
Strike.
I mean, doesn't it look like the Chozo statue's doing that?
I did not even realize that that's what it was doing. Chozo are just bowling all day.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yep. The one unintended consequence of hitting that wave slot is next time we come through here, there's going to be 3 ghosts that spawn. But unfortunately, we can just ignore them. It's just a little annoying.
Yep. So there I skipped another puzzle that involves getting the you have to bomb the floor of the half pipe, and then you're supposed to boost your way up there with boost ball. But you can just stand on these things called stone toads, and you can just make your way up there by doing a slope jump.
Yep.
A little mini slope jump off of one of its little antennas or something.
Yeah. They are pretty slippery. So
yeah,
that slope jump a little bit harder than it looks, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's a little finicky. They're slippery because they're toads, obviously.
Yeah. Flippy.
Shout out to Star Fox.
That's the main theme of this game. If it looks standable, it probably is. We like to use that to our advantage. This game came out in 2002. Graphically, it still looks beautiful. Retro made sure to make everything super detailed, and that works in our favor because a lot of things are standable that normally shouldn't be. Like right here, we're going to skip Spiderball again by standing just in the middle of this. we can skip that and go ahead and make our way to Life Grove, and this is why we need a power bomb.
Yep.
This right here.
So we
You
get
can go out of
X-ray.
bounds to skip this, but it's very slow.
Yeah, and there's a way to get through that little maze with the half pipe without boost ball, and it's incredibly hard.
Oh,
But-
that's the missile you skip. Ah,
Yeah.
I see. I didn't know that. So you could actually get that missile, and it doesn't cost you any time because you had to wait for that room to load.
Yeah. But I always find that roam really annoying with the half pipe.
Yeah, it's notoriously one of the worst rooms in this game. That half pipe does not want to cooperate.
Yeah. So
Everyone that speedruns this game universally hates Life Grove Tunnel.
Yep, Life Grove Tunnel. Awful. Yeah, I try to go for it, and if I miss it, I just go into the hole. So. Alright, here we get our next artifact. Artifact of Chozo. So now we're gonna make our way out. Normally you're supposed to like go through this entire area with like doing puzzles and stuff, and then you gotta fight 3 ghosts, but that's extremely slow. So if we jump on that little stalactite and then do an L jump, we can make our way up there. That's it. Skips a lot of the game.
Yep.
There, which is convenient because that room is really awful casually, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Well, now that we got ice and X-ray, pretty much have everything we need to go get plasma.
Yes,
And
correct.
plasma is like one of the last major items we need to just be able to go through mines in one trip. And it's one of the more powerful beams. It's extremely powerful, actually. The charge shot for it does 120 damage, and for reference, a charged power shot does 50. And it also has burn damage. So on top of the 120, it's also doing fractional damage per frame. Nothing really much to say here. We're just gonna make our way to Magmore to go get plasma, but on the way we're gonna stop by the ship as it's convenient. We get a health refill. We also, if we didn't get a power bomb when we left Life Grove, we would get one there. It's also just I think it's like a nice midway point. It's like halfway point of the run, I'd say.
Yep. This is like a nice little relaxing part of the run before we have to go into Magmore and then Days-On, which where things
Yeah.
well, ironically heat
Ramp up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna see Beeve try to do a big dash across this room. If you do a decent enough dash and are able to get a bunny hop, you could make it all the way to the door. It's one of the more satisfying things to do in this game.
Yeah. I messed up a little bit, but I still got that dash all the way across. Nice. We're gonna do it a second time though, so hopefully I can redeem myself.
That's still pretty good.
Yep. Alright, so we do a scan dash off there. I'm gonna save at the ship. Normally we don't save in the speed run because if you die, the run's basically over.
Yep.
Well, I guess I could have scan dash off there.
Yep. Another reason this game is very punishing. It's an old game, so there was no like checkpoints, things like that. They just had save stations. And since every run pretty much has to be single segment, even a death, it wouldn't even count if you were to reload your save and continue running it.
Yep. Alrighty. Now we're on our way to Magmore 3. Last time we're gonna visit Magmore. Enjoy the tunes of the remix of the Lower Norfair soundtrack. The last time we hear it.
Oh yeah. The soundtrack to this game is one of the highlights. Kenji Yamamoto is a great composer.
Yep.
I
Definitely
think
agreed.
most people would agree Metroid music is some of the best that Nintendo has put out.
Agreed.
So I did a little bit of an L jump there to skip Spider Ball again. Ugh. All right, so sometimes that can happen. You can bonk on like random things, and then you can just like literally just dip down to randomness and annoying. So
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you hit the stalactite.
Yep.
Fortunate.
Here we're gonna do a slope jump off this rock. We're gonna get on top of this thing. We're gonna do an L jump here, and that skips grapple beam.
Yep.
And we gotta boost these little guys up here, so that way we can unlock the next area. You don't need to do all of these, but it's just easier for me. You can skip like one of these, but I'm just gonna do both, or all three.
Yeah, because something that's in this game that's not in the rest of the series is giant, tall, vertical rooms. And if you fall down in these rooms, you're 9 times out of 10 you're just gonna end up at the bottom. It's very punishing, costs a lot of time. So can't fault people for going for the safe and consistent strats that are still faster than doing it casually.
Yep.
You're gonna see him skip this entire spider wall puzzle by doing a slip jump and abusing standable terrain.
Yep. There's a faster way to get up there by doing a slope jump to like that top platform where the ice door was, but I can never get it consistent, so I always end up doing the backup way, which is the way I did it. So works for me.
Yep.
All right.
We all love vertical rooms.
I was
Even
meaning
better, vertical doors.
Yeah, I was meaning to do a a scan dash there, but I messed it up. So we just jumped down normally. So it's okay.
Yeah, not a big deal. Yep, now that we got plasma, we can get the last few things in Vendrana.
Yep.
We need a couple artifacts. We're also going to pick up Thermal Visor. Thermal Visor is not needed, but it makes the final boss very much quicker.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really cost that much time to pick up.
Yeah, it's basically on the way to the artifact that's out of the way, so it's like an in-between point. So we just pick it up just for, you know, just to make things easier and it barely loses time.
Yep. I think when the game first came out, I think Thermal Visor was one of the first things people realized you could just skip entirely. They made sure that didn't happen in Echoes.
Yeah. Echoes is on major lockdown for some of those rooms.
Yep, and some more spider ball skipping. Just you can stand on that very thin pole.
Yep.
You're gonna see me get this E-tank right now for safety because labs does a lot of damage. But normally in a speedrun you would get that on the way out.
Yeah, and it probably saves a second if you get it on the way out. You're switching between beams.
Yep. We're making our way to Fendrana's Edge, which is where the Artifact Spirit is located. One of the more difficult rooms to do quickly and safely. It's a tall vertical room. There's a lot of weird standable collision. You got flying pirates, which love to shoot missiles that do a lot of knockback. And if you fall in this room, you're gonna fall in the water. And moving in water without gravity is very slow. It's extremely punishing.
Yeah, so I try to not fall in the water as much as I can.
Yep.
All right, there I did a little slope jump on that tree branch to get up here. And then this is blocked behind power bombs. Another reason why we get power bombs, to get this artifact.
Yep. There's a power bomb expansion at the top of this room. I don't think you don't pick it up, right?
No, I don't get it.
Yeah, so it saves 8 seconds to skip that expansion, but it also adds another RNG element. But the RNG is on our side. I think it's pretty likely going into labs that you can get a power bomb from all the crates that are in there, and we need another power bomb to be able to progress into mines.
Brother. Oh, drop the power bomb, so I'll take that. Give it to me.
There you go.
Nice. All right. Well, I guess the wait was worth it there. So that was the RNG we were talking about, where we need one more power bomb to get out of the to get to Phazon mines, which is in Magmore. But usually I get it in labs, but conveniently the Metroid there dropped it. So it saved some annoyances later.
Yeah, this game's drop system is not very friendly. It doesn't care what you have. It's a straight drop table. Although there are certain enemies that have guaranteed drops, but there's not that many in Phendrana. Most of them are in Chozo or Mines.
Normally you're supposed to jump on like that middle thing there, but I tried learning it for the marathon. I couldn't get it consistent before, so I'm just gonna do the old way I did it. Just climb up normally, but it's still pretty fast. There I'm scanning like partially those things that we have to scan to unlock thermal. So when we get there, it'll already be like partially scanned, so we'll save some time. All right, good. So there's an RNG factor to this as well, where sometimes that space pirate doesn't want to open up that glass that's being blocked. There's no way behind it without that space pirate blocking it. These guys are not being nice right now. Holy crap. All right, there we go.
Oh, goodness.
So that was unfortunate. Those guys are being pretty aggressive. There's a bunch of space pirates in that room that I'm trying to just ignore because we're trying to beat the game, man. Like, let us beat the game. So yeah, we just did some like movement there and some stuff to jump on that we can just skip to that. But that glass there that we just jumped through before we saw that Metroid cutscene was really important. Otherwise, I'd have to reload the room, and that's not great.
Yeah.
But there is a low chance of it not breaking. And it's happened to you before. So I know it's possible.
The reason that happens, there's two pirates up there. The pirate that breaks the glass, we call Edward. His buddy can sometimes just block his path. And if that happens, his break glass animation just doesn't happen until you reload the room. It's very punishing, very annoying, but more often than not, he'll just break it. It's because we're going through that room backwards, not the intended way.
Yep.
And you're going to see a little skip here. Normally you need plasma, but if you do just a well-timed jump, fire some missiles, you could
all right, I'm just going to do the
use missiles. Yeah.
I don't know why
that wasn't shooting a bit to the right. You're shooting a bit too far to the right.
Okay. Alright, whatever. Yeah, normally you can like jump over that barrier and then missile that little area that knocks down this tower, but that was the intended way to do it. I just did that just because I couldn't get that positioning. So
yeah,
just a backup, I guess. If you want to call it a backup.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing.
Yeah.
That's the reason we came here is to get this artifact. Once we get the artifact and get thermal, that's it for Phendrana, basically.
Yep.
Time to make our way to Mines.
Normally there's a load trigger here that we can bypass because there's supposed to be a huge fight that happens up there. But if you don't go to the other door on the opposite side of that room, you won't trigger that fight. So we can just go there and get the artifact real quick. That's the good thing about coming to labs late. Or the back entrance of labs, I guess.
You definitely don't want to hit that trigger. It's they lock the doors. It's a scripted fight.
It's
lasts
awful.
Forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
There I'm picking up another E-tank for safety. Doesn't really lose that much time.
Yeah. Mines likes to remind you how much you're skipping. They're very large rooms with items we don't have, enemies that do a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since these are pretty long cutscenes, it doesn't really cost that much time to pick up thermal visor on the way out. Maybe like 5 seconds optimally.
Yeah.
But it saves way more than that on the final boss. If you can't see the final boss during the thermal phase, it could just lose you minutes at worst.
Yep. There's a little part in that cutscene where I can switch to a beam, which saves a little bit of time. So I switched to ice from plasma there. That way I can just go to the door and open it with ice. Damn.
Beam management is one of those things that could save you a whole bunch of time throughout the run.
Yep.
Memorizing what doors or what beams open what doors is very important for this run.
So I skipped that little Morph Ball maze puzzle there. Save a little bit of time by doing an L jump.
Oh, nice.
Yep. I was able to get that consistent, though.
Nice. Let's go. I was helping B prepare for this run, showing him some good strats.
Yep. Yeah,
Very awesome to see that he's implementing them.
Yeah, Cosmonaut is like top 5 in any percent. He is one of like the best Metroid Prime runners and a lot about the game. And glad he's on to help me out here.
Of course. Of course. Gotta support the Prime community.
Hell yeah.
All the runners. Yep. Now that we have pretty much everything, just making our way to mines. There's a few things we have to get there. Notably Phazon suit.
That's the big
and
one.
a few artifacts. Yeah, you can't damage the final boss without Phazon suit.
Yep. Is there a way to get to the final boss without Phazon? Actually, you probably could, right?
Yeah, you could just go there, but you wouldn't be able to damage it.
Just go there, forehead.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, just go.
That's simple. I don't know if you've had any more donations come in, but if you did, that'd be a good time for some.
Not yet, but I feel like every time you guys ask me, there isn't anything, and then just like a flood come in. So
I know, right?
keep doing this.
Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. That was insane. I literally just got knocked off there. That guy was literally being the bodyguard of that room.
Oh my goodness.
That was
Oh my goodness.
that was so aggressive.
That was a power pirate?
Yeah.
I've never seen that power pirate there.
Dude,
what?
get out of the way. What are you doing? I gotta kill him. Oh my god. He's actually like, that's insane. Get out of the way, bro.
Gatekeeping, dude.
All right.
The real
Oh,
final
goodness.
boss.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before. Jeez. Oh, I lost 3D tanks.
Oh, don't worry. You can hit the save station at Central Dynamo.
Yeah. I'm definitely doing that.
Yeah.
All right, so here's another thing that's also collision is this big guy right here. You can jump on his head. This. I said like this. Here we go.
Like this.
Like this. So you can just channel our inner Mario and jump on that guy's head. And we can just get up there and skip platforming we have to do.
Yep.
Really funny. Like, it's like literally everything is standable. Like, Cosmo's right when he says that. Literally everything is standable in this game.
Yep. We're making our way to main power bombs now. You would think since we have a power bomb expansion, we wouldn't need it, but main power bombs are needed for another reason. There's an artifact in Upper Mines that we cannot get unless we pick up the main power bombs. It just won't work.
Yeah.
That's one of the main reasons, or pretty much the main reason we get it. Alright, so you saw Beeve using rapid fire missiles on these mini bosses called Elite Pirates. All of their AI works pretty much the same. They're scripted to break out of whatever they are and then look at you. So if you just walk around them and they never look at you, they'll just keep doing that forever. So you could just easily dispatch them with the 10 missiles.
Yep. They're very, like, narrow vision. So if you like are next to them, just kind of sidestep them and just humble them with missiles and save a bunch of time. Because those guys casually, awful. Like, insanely hard. Like, if they see you, it's so bad. Like, I don't even know what you were supposed to do, even if you did fight them. All right, that was a pretty good maze. So the guy who made Incinerator Drone, the RNG boss, also made this maze, ironically enough. Another big RNG part of the run. So he literally made two of the biggest RNG things in the speed run.
Yep. Don't forget to save, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
All right. Yeah, that that power trooper, my goodness.
Oh my god, that was just insane.
I normally it's a wave trooper and a plasma trooper that are on the end of that platform, but I've never seen it there. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because right after we're going in a room, we like to call it the firing squad, there's 4 turrets. Not just regular turrets, mega turrets. They do a lot more damage and a lot more knockback, and they can just kill you so quickly.
Yep, they're
Thankfully,
dangerous.
they put in this little little tunnel, I guess you could call it. So and they put this scan point that deactivates them, so they're not too much of an issue.
Yep. All right, here's a very infamous part of the run is MQA, or Metroid Quarantine A. Also, I forgot to get missiles here. So this room is pretty hectic. There's gonna be a lot of like Metroids flying around me. There's gonna be space pirates shooting at me. There's gonna be slope jumps happening. There's gonna be scan dashing. This whole room is filled with, I don't want to say stress, but it looks very stressful. So
It is stressful.
So, see if I can get this slope jump here. Oh, nice. There we go. Yeah, that jumps a little harder
nice.
than it looks.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Especially with all these Metroids around.
Yep. So that
Oh, nice.
room went...
First try.
Yeah, that went way better than I expected, so that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I'm stuck there for like 5 minutes, but we went out of there in like 30.
Nice.
Awesome.
Good job, dude.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those Metroids, they can just latch onto you, and their AI is to just drag you to the ground. And falling there is just not fun.
Yeah,
it's
tough.
not. Mm-hmm.
All right, so we saw some of these guys in Pendrana. They're called Hunter Metroids, and they actually can like latch on you from a distance, and they're really annoying.
Yep. Even mid dash.
Yep. Hopefully this guy doesn't.
Okay.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say hopefully that little guy doesn't hit me on the way down, but he did. But that's okay. Not too bad.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, if Beeve would have been like maybe a second slower there, it would have latched onto him like mid-air and would have stopped all his momentum, and he would have fallen and had to go all the way back.
Yep.
Yeah, it's another pretty infamous room. Just three or four really tough rooms back to back.
Yeah. Lower Mines is very unforgiving in the speed run.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. Let's see if I can get MQB now. He's also pretty hard, so.
Mm-hmm. A lot of plasma pirates that do a lot of damage.
Oh, that's not good. I fell. It's okay. I'm gonna kill these guys for safety so they don't like freaking hit me in the back. A moment.
Yeah.
Should I kill them?
Yeah, just kill him.
This guy's in the good spot. Oh no, he's not. So how am I gonna back this up? Can I do an R jump across?
Yeah, you can just straight up jump across.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna kill these guys. Just for safety.
Yep. That just shows how punishing this game could be.
Yeah.
If Beeve would have had that dash, he would have already been like in Omega Pirate's room, but missing that costs so much time.
Yeah.
But it's alright. We dispatched of them.
Yep.
Made it across.
Yep.
You need grapple and spider just to get to that room, and since we skipped both items, it's pretty tough.
Yep.
We see Beeve take a safety save here. That's probably the last one. Omega Pirates, not too bad of a boss. He's actually the weakest boss in the series. He only has 600 health. You're gonna see some, hopefully some exploits with it that you can dispatch of them in one round. Oh, these pirates are being bullies.
I know. Very aggressive AI this run.
Yeah. So he got hit by like what 5-6 shots, and that took out almost his whole E-tank.
All right, so here's Omega Pirate. You gotta hit him 5 missiles per shoulder blade or knee pad, I like to call them. And these guys have, or this guy has the same property as the other pirates, so you can just sidestep him. He won't see you. So not too bad.
The beginning of the fight works. It's actually a new game plus feature where you could skip the cutscene. If you you saw Beeve go to the left of him, if you're not in his direct line of sight, he'll just stand there and act like the cutscene's playing out, and you can just do exactly what Beeve did, and it makes the beginning part a lot easier. Okay, so we got wave pirates. Those probably like the second worst, but not the worst. Power pirates are not what you want here.
Okay, that's actually bad. I just messed that fight up.
I haven't seen anything. Oh yeah, you had wave.
Yeah, I thought I switched, but I didn't. So I don't know what's gonna happen here. I might be able to pull this off.
You should be fine. If it's a 2-round, just take out the pirates first.
Yep. It's
They're the ones
2-round.
that are gonna do a lot of damage.
Yep. Luckily I got all plasma here, so.
Yeah. We're good then. That's unfortunate. You almost had it. Almost had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is probably a more punishing aspect of this fight. It's very tight to get a 1-round, and he gets his plates back. And just like every other elite pirate, he has this property where he puts up his hand and you just can't do anything. You just gotta wait. It costs so much time. I will say missiles can bypass that, but we really don't have that many.
Yeah, I only have 5.
So we just gotta wait. We just gotta wait till he does his ground pound attack and we can actually hit him. But looks like we've got only a couple plates left. He's just 1 charge shot away from death, so once we dispatch the plates, the fight will be over.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. I don't know why I had wave beam open instead of plasma, because you want to hit him with plasma beam and not wave. But
yeah, wave is the weakest beam in this game.
Yeah, we do not want wave beam. I actually don't know where he's gonna spawn. Is he gonna spawn in the back? I don't usually continue a run like this.
I think so. Just stand on the left, near the left pool. I think he spawned in the right pool last.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's another thing. So, Omega Pirate's properties with the pools, he won't go to the pool nearest Samus, and he won't go to the same pool twice. So you can effectively know where he's gonna go, and that's what helps us dispatch him pretty quickly.
Yep. So as long as you're in the same area every time, he kind of spawns that. Not like phase-on, like landing area, I guess. I don't know. So it looks like we have gravity here, but it's actually phase-on. Game doesn't think that we're getting a new suit, and it's not phase-on. So it just automatically thinks it's gravity, but like a little weird little error. Not error, but
yep.
Just like a little thing.
Yep. Now that we have phase-on suit, we got to do a quick backtrack to get the artifact of Newborn. There is a way to get it early as you're passing through, but I'd say it's one of the probably the most difficult out of bounds in this game. If not it's definitely one of, if not the most difficult.
Yeah, so it skips out all the backtracking, but I'm not doing out of bounds, I'm doing inbound, so.
Yep.
Okay, whatever, go. I was trying to scan dash off of that glider, but I fully scanned him, and then it ate my dash. So, it's alright. I'll just go through here normally.
Yep.
Okay. So, there's a artifact down here that we're gonna get. Wouldn't get here without phase-on suit, so that's why we come back here, but it's not too far out of the way.
Yep.
If you're
You
doing...
can't get this without phase-on, but you need a lot of E-tanks, and we're nowhere near the amount. You need like 12 at least.
That's what I was going to mention. If you're doing a 100% run of this, there's something you can do called Early Newborn, and it eats up literally all your E-tanks, but it saves quite a bit of time if you're able to like get here without fighting Omega Pirate and getting phase-on suit.
Yeah.
Since we only have 4, we're not going to do that.
Yeah, no. Not even a task could do it that quick. Yeah, so the amount of time it took to get from elite quarters, the room that Omega Pirate's in, to here and then back is the amount of time you would save. But those that phase-on in that room is special. The deeper you get into that room, the more damage triggers get added on, and you're eventually taking like an E-tank in less than a second.
Yeah, it's really fast.
Yeah, it's insane. They made sure you're not gonna get that early, but
Oh yeah. Alright, so that MQB was pretty good. We got through there pretty quick by combat dashing off of that that Metroid, so that was good.
275 away from the goal. Yo, I think we could hit that.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, chat.
Need those prime puns.
275 is nothing, guys. We can hit that. I was gonna say by the end of this run, but I you know what? We can't hit this by the end of this run. I believe.
Let's go.
I believe. I beeve.
Hey, we always said in my community, we beef leave.
We beef.
Yep.
I like that.
We always beef leave here, as long as I'm playing.
Yep.
Oops, I totally did this wrong. That's okay. I'll fight.
You thought you were first pass.
Yep. So there's a way to skip this fight, but we'll just fight him. It's fine. There's a loading trigger that you can skip, so you don't have to fight this guy. But I was a dummy and was talking about my pun in my name that I just forgot to do the speed game. So
don't forget those crates, so you can get more missiles from them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the backup expansion as well here.
Yeah. With that missile, and hopefully you'll get 3 drops from the crates. You should be good.
Yeah, if not, I'll just get what do you call it? Hit him with plasma.
Yeah.
There's
20 missiles. There's only 4. It takes 24 missiles to kill this upcoming mini boss. It's the phase-on elite. It's the whole reason we get main power bombs. If you were to just try and power bomb them with an expansion, nothing would happen.
Ooh, Matt, 3 drops. Perfect.
Nice.
Probably because I had a lot of health. Oh.
Yeah, they either drop missiles or purple health.
Yep.
So sometimes you might just get all health and it sucks. So now this is infamously called Spiderless Shafts. It's probably the hardest trick for a newer runner to learn.
Yeah, it's very fun, so see if I can get it here.
Yeah, I'll let Beef do it and I'll try to quickly explain what he's doing. I just barely missed it. Okay, got the first one.
Alright, that was pretty good. Second try is not bad. Take that any day.
Let's go. Let's go. So, essentially, you saw Beeve do what's called a BSJ, a bomb space jump. I won't go into too much detail, but it basically lets you jump in midair, and that lets us get just enough height to land on this very tiny lip that you can stand on. And those spider tracks, for some reason, you can just get stuck in between them and use it as standable collision. That's how we're able to skip Spider Ball on these 2 shafts. Shaft 2 is probably definitely the easier one. It's no slouch, but the first one's definitely the scariest one.
Yep.
This is another infamous room, Elite Research. We got the Power Trooper here, Calvin, that likes to just ruin your day. Looks like he's behaving now, though.
Oh wow, that was actually kind of cool. The turret actually killed Calvin.
Yes, that's what you really want.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah, Calvin can just get in your way, knock you down before you can get to the turret. He could fall down and shoot this phase-on elite and activate him. Oh, yeah, that's where you pull up the map right there.
I forgot to do that.
Yeah. So this phase-on elite works just like all the other ones. He's programmed to look at you before doing anything. Yep. So we're just gonna do the same trick. if Calvin were to live and somehow fall down, he could shoot that and actually damage the phase on elite and immediately activate him, and that would be really bad.
Yeah, because that guy, out of all the elite pirates, probably the more annoying because he has such a huge amount of health. Takes 24 missiles. Yeah. So, Gonzo.
All right. It's basically the last artifact in this area. We just got a few more tough rooms to get through.
Jeez, can't believe I made that. That was so close. Almost fell.
Nice. Nice. Oh, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, you're a little delayed, so you saw like how close that was.
Yeah. Very nice.
All right, here we're gonna skip more spider balls, spider ball tracks by doing what we like to call is ore processing. See if I can get this last L jump. This jump is a little annoying.
Yep. Another room that throws off newer runners. Beeve is trying to jump onto the top of this spider track. The very middle of it's the standable part, and yeah, it's very punishing if you miss because you're gonna fall all the way down. But it's still, even second try, it's still faster than doing this puzzle normally. This puzzle takes forever casually. This is just us abusing all of the standable terrain that's in this game. Oh my goodness, that Metroid is just...
Oops, that bad jump. Wow. All right, hang on. This room is pretty annoying, honestly, even for like kind of experienced players like me.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I'm going to the tip bar. Go bring it back a little bit.
Yeah, I'd say jump to the left a bit more. Be on the left side.
Yeah. Oh. Gonna get on that for some reason.
Yeah. Another thing we haven't mentioned, this game has something called limited influence. So what that means is if Samus like walks off a ledge, you have no control of Samus. She's just gonna fall whatever direction you're going at whatever speed you're going. And that can be extremely annoying because they got rid of that in Echoes and Corruption, to where if you do fall or jump off a ledge or walk off a ledge, you do at least have some control of Samus.
Yep. I think I'm delaying. I'm not jumping.
Yeah, I think you're like stopping your jump just a bit too early.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
Sorry, you got this.
Yeah. This is a really annoying room. This is like literally the last room that's like this.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of home free.
Yeah. We're at the end game here. All we're going to do is collect a couple artifacts and make our way to the final bosses.
Yeah.
Say, try and space jump a little bit earlier.
Okay.
And keep holding forward a bit earlier. Or, yeah, keep holding forward. Try to, like, ride up the slope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Okay. Oh, I just slid off. God damn it.
Ah.
Sometimes when you, like, slide off a slope, it'll just drag you along with it.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
yeah, pretty annoying.
Ah.
Yeah.
I saw that. Oh, no. You had it. That's so unfortunate.
Dude, oh my god, this is so bad. Alright, hang on.
You got this.
Leave.
I believe. Let's go, chat. Give him your power.
Chat is Beeve leaving.
Bro. Oh.
Oh, that can happen too. That first jump would be annoying.
Okay, we got it. Thank God. Sorry about that, folks.
Let's go.
That jump is honestly like really like daunting. Like,
I was gonna say it looks really tight.
yeah.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
It is not easy. I don't I don't fault B for missing it a lot. A lot of new runners probably do the same thing. It's like I said, only the very middle tip is standable.
Yep. All right.
Now that we're
out of phase on mines.
We are out of mines.
Yep.
We're out.
Now we're kind of getting towards the end game, so we got to make one more pit stop to Chozo to get the quote-unquote last artifact before we go to the impact site.
Yeah. In the vanilla game, most people probably went to the artifact temple like right away, or not right away, but not long after the start, and that's where you get the info about artifacts and needing to get to the impact crater. But since we know that that's the last area of the game and we need all artifacts, and conveniently the last one is there, we wait until we have all other 11 ones before we progress there and get the last one, which spawns our favorite space dragon, Ridley.
Yep. Which...
Yep.
He is pretty, like, not too bad in the speed run if you know how to take him out. Casually, he takes a lot of damage. Like, you gotta sink in a
long time.
Yeah, but since
you'll see.
Yeah. Do we spoil it? We won't spoil it. Kind of funny. It's like anticlimactic.
Yeah. You'll see.
Yeah.
All I'll say right now is just pay attention to his health bar when we get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but first we gotta just get this artifact. Like I said, 3 ghosts spawn because he activated the wave slot. There's a way to skip it inbounds and out of bounds. Both pretty tough. But thankfully, they don't lock the doors, so we can just ignore them for the most part.
Yep. So these are like the only bomb slots that is blocked by like a beam. So that's why when we did the wave bomb slot, it activated these pirates, or these ghosts. So since we have plasma, we can open this door, which has the last artifact we need. Hold on.
Yeah, they have wonky hitboxes too. You saw Beeve, it looked like he shot it, but it just didn't register.
Yep, I was kind of puzzled.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying because you want to shoot it and morph and be ready, but if you miss it, then you have to like unmorph and do it all over again.
Yep.
It's like cool 4-second time loss.
All right, I won't do it. I was trying to load the next run, but didn't make it work.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We'll just wait.
Yeah, there's a low trigger up there that you could hit early, and it'll actually be a little bit faster than just jumping on the stove toad and waiting, because you see this room takes like 3-4 seconds to load.
Yep.
But it's not the worst thing.
Yeah.
Still skips the puzzle, so.
Yep. All that matters.
It's our last opportunity to get the big cool bunny hop dash.
See?
I believe. You got this.
Thank you.
Yeah, just hold the R button and just press B when you think you're about to land.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. Oh, nice, the door cooperated.
We got a little tiny bunny hop. It's hard to tell when you're gonna land, honestly.
Yeah. It's alright.
At least we didn't land in the water.
Yeah. Yep. Landing in the water is like I said, without gravity suit, it's super slow.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright.
Doing one last stop at the ship.
Yep.
One last safety save, I assume.
Yep.
But we don't really need it.
Did I save?
We got. Yeah, you did.
Okay. I could not tell. I was either spamming A. Usually I spam down and then A, but I was not paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little thing you can do there that skips all that, but it's. You say it's a frame perfect trick to do. You get up there by
you need
scan dashing off the ship.
I think you need a 1 or 2 frame B press.
Yeah.
To be able to make that.
I opted just to go up the normal way. Oh.
Yep. Yeah, we haven't mentioned that about dashes, but how far you dash and how fast you dash is dictated by how quickly you press the B button. Obviously, pressing it for 1 frame is the most optimal, but not the easiest to do consistently. I think most people, they do a flick method or use their fingernail to try and achieve those perfect dashes. Alright, got the last artifact. That's going to spawn Ridley. So this fight's going to start. We're just going to shoot him with plasma shots, and you're going to see Beeve try to go for a mid-air boost. But if he doesn't hit it, it's fine. So for some reason, this only works on, like I said, the original North American version, I believe. The first phase, Ridley's flying phase, it's weak to boost ball for some reason.
Yep.
And let me see. Oh.
Yeah, I missed it. I messed up the setup. I was too early on my press in the beginning, and he didn't flinch. So
yeah, that's fine.
It happens.
So when he lands, you're gonna see him boost into his little, I guess his heart area. And since he's weak to boost ball in general does 50,000 damage per frame to enemies that are weak to it.
Yep.
And since Meta Ridley's flying phase is weak to it, it's just going to completely delete it. And now all that's left is the second phase, the grounded phase. That's 4/5 of its health gone. At this point, you're just hoping Ridley behaves and doesn't try to rear back and dash, because you have to like manually aim. But with some rapid fire missiles, you can just quickly go through the phases and batch them quickly. Yeah, he puts his hand up his mouth, and trying to manually aim is really tough.
So what you just saw there is there's a part of when you hit Ridley, he'll just become totally invulnerable to your attack, and that was the last phase I had to hit him with. And it was right off of a snipe too, which is really funny. So that can happen sometimes, and you kind of just have to wait it out.
Yeah, it's really annoying when it happens, but
yeah.
So what causes them to be invulnerable?
So I think it's a specific frame you shoot him. We don't really know. It's just it happens, and it's really annoying.
Yep.
I believe it's a specific frame you shoot him.
Interesting.
Yeah, we literally don't know what frame it is. It's one of those wonky things that is with this game that we just don't really know.
I've seen it happen like late in his animation and very early in his animation. So I believe it's like probably like the first or the last frame, I assume.
Yep.
Alright.
I'm gonna do a safety save here. Never know.
Just to be safe.
Yeah. I don't want to fight Ridley again if I don't have to, so.
Right. So we're in the impact crater.
Yep.
Final area of the game.
Last area of the game. I'm gonna skip half of it, hopefully.
I'm gonna try and imbue some standable terrain here, so we don't have to go all the way around the room.
Okay, that was a little wonky because Metroid hit me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Made
sometimes that Metroid will boost you up.
Yeah, sometimes it does you a favor.
Yeah, and that skips having to go all the way around and climb up most of those platforms.
Yep. There is something called Exo Skip that you can do, and it's extremely hard and involves manipulating a Metroid that's in that area to make you go out of bounds, so that way you can skip load triggers for this entire fight and go right to Essence, which is the final form of this boss. But I am not that good at the game to do that, so I'm just gonna fight him the real way. But luckily you can do this thing where he kind of does like a melee attack. So if you stand in the right position, he won't do any other attacks, and you can kind of just like cheese him. I just hit him like that.
Yeah.
This guy has
That's
very...
the important thing.
Yeah, this guy has really, like, the first fight, or the first phase and the second phase are basically scripted. But when you start getting to, like, the fourth phase, he is erratic as hell. It's actually insane, like, what he can do sometimes to be nasty.
Yeah. You can lose a whole bunch of time on this phase if
he can literally
you
jibate
don't
you.
properly manipulate him.
Yeah, he can literally jibate you and go from plasma to wave, and you're just like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah. So, like Beef said, the first subchamber is power wave, and each subchamber it adds another beam. So this beam is going to add ice, and start it with power. Let's say it's okay.
Unfortunate, but it's okay.
Yeah, there's the manipulation who was talking about you can try and do, and there's also some snipes you can do that after you. So each color has, I think, 200 health. Once you do 200 damage, he'll rear back and then dash at you. There's a point you could try and snipe him. Okay, I think he flashed red, so Beep got it. That does damage to the next phase. So that saves time having to shoot an extra shot. So getting snipes is very important.
Yep.
Even though very difficult.
I missed the second snipe, but that's okay. It was wave anyways. It's the weakest one, so.
Yeah. And fun
ice.
fact, since Metroid Prime is a Metroid, it's actually weak to ice. 1.5 times weak to ice.
Yep. Funny enough. I actually didn't know that until you told me.
Yep. We're hoping for, I think, a plasma start here, since this is third subchamber. Last beam gets added. I start on power again.
Yeah,
wow.
This guy is addicted to power beam. It's okay though.
Yeah, it's better than wave.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know, to be honest. Wave is a bit weaker, but at least it homes in.
Yeah, you don't have to like aim as much.
Yeah, trying to hit that small section of its face, really difficult. And I mean, just missing a single charge shot, you see how long it takes to charge it up and fire it. Each shot you miss, it just adds up. And then like the manipulation, doing the melee attack, you have to be within its range. And if you get out of it, it can do any number of attacks that can make it much slower. Part of trying to optimize this fight is doing all of that and not missing shots. It makes it really difficult.
Yeah.
Especially when it shoots these little things out. So you have to stop and like shoot them, because if you don't, they will do a lot of damage. The wave one specifically will just get rid of your HUD. You won't be able to lock on for a good chunk of time.
Oh, finally, plasma. Nice.
Yeah. Plasma, that's the last phase, I think.
Yep, that should be it for that. So here's where it gets kind of erratic. Kind of is unpredictable at this point. He'll speed up a lot too, which makes it even harder to hit. He's pretty annoying.
It's all
in this phase.
RNG. You just hope for plasma ice, and you get the snipes. I can make this last one go really, really quickly, but
luckily we got ice
putting
here.
RNG in the hand.
Oh, he switched to power.
Yeah.
Never mind. That's what I mean. He can just randomly switch when he wants to.
Yep. Yep, and you see Beep was really close, but not close enough, and that's
Oh my god.
how punishing this fight can be, especially the last subchamber. It goes back to ice.
Yeah, he's debating me hardcore.
Yeah. To go to the left side, like you did the first subchamber.
Yeah, sometimes when you're put in that position, you kind of have no choice but to work with what you got. So.
Right.
Alright, so here he's like randomly speeding up now.
Yep. That's like the worst. I don't know why it speeds up sometimes. It's really annoying.
Yeah, because he'll like speed up and then he'll just slow down and then he'll like speed up again. Like, see how he's like slow here? It's so like strange mechanics of this guy.
Yep. Oh, did you get that snipe?
I did, yeah. Okay, he's going really fast. I'm not gonna attempt to snipe him. He's like really fast. Okay, now he's changing erratically here. Back to power.
Oh yeah, you did get both snipes. Nice. I think this is the last phase, though.
Yeah, so once he's done here, he'll be done for good, and then we move on to the next phase, which is, or the next part of this boss, which is Essence. Yep. All right, so that's EXO. Really nothing to it. That's basically it.
Yep.
So you can skip this cutscene pretty quick and skip the music, but since we're in a marathon, I'm gonna put the hype music on for y'all. It's really sick music.
Yep. It is pretty good. You're gonna see some manipulation here at the start to hopefully get Essence in a decent spot.
I like
And
kind
you're
of
gonna you're just stand still.
Yeah, I know you're supposed to stand still.
Yeah, so yeah, this boss isn't too bad, but Retro put in a trigger around the exoskeleton's carcass, where if Essence is touching it, it'll just completely skip laying a pull in a phase, and it's really bad. It loses so much time. But what you're seeing Beeve do right now is called attack canceling. All that's really doing is Essence has a set number of things that it'll do, and when you attack cancel it, it moves on to the next move, so it could quickly lay the next pull. But I think you're gonna get pull skipped. So,
I got pull skipped. Yep. So that's unfortunate. Maybe you'll get nice here. But, well, that happens sometimes.
There's a branch in the back of the room. I'd say stand on that.
Branch.
Yeah, in the very back, like opposite of the carcass, because Essence likes to move towards you. It's near its body. It's gonna keep full skipping you.
Oh, yep.
Like,
He just
yeah.
skipped me again. Oh, this branch you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah, just stand there, because Essence, more often than not, just wants to go where Stamets is. Yeah. No, not that branch. It's it's directly opposite.
Oh, that
like
I
the
see it.
Other side of the room. Yeah, other side of the room. And you shouldn't get full skipped anymore.
I think this should be good. There. Okay.
Yeah, so we got one pull down. Essence has 36,667 health, I believe, and each pull can do about 10,000 damage. But if you're able to, you're able to 3-pull it with on the last pull, you might see Beeve go for it. Instead of attack canceling, it's going to be pull canceling. If you hold the A button and walk in and out of the edge of the pull, you'll fire a phase-on shot, but the pull won't lose any of its like phase-on things. So you can do a little bit of extra damage and hopefully get a 3-pull out of it. It's not the worst thing, but I know time should be coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, get ready. Yeah, on the next pool, get ready on time. As soon as the cutscene starts, that's when time is.
I'm on a bit of a delay, so I won't be able to see it.
Yep.
Yeah, this is why this boss can be just really annoying.
Yep.
Especially with the pull skips.
Yeah, pull skip was unfortunate, but all right, get ready on time. And time.
Go, GG's.
GG's, dude.
What was the final time?
1:44:03.
Oh, nice. All right, not bad.
Nice.
So this will probably be like a 1:18, 1:19 in-game time.
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
I'd say this was pretty good for you besides ore processing.
Yeah.
I think everything else went really well.
Yeah, ore processing was rough. And doing MQB the way I did kind of lost a bit of time too, but it is what it is.
It's all good.
That was underestimate, so that was my goal. So
There you go. No, honestly, man, that was an awesome run. That was really a treat to watch.
thank you.
Chat had fun too. Thanks to everybody who came through, donated, watched, supported. All the Beeve leavers in chat. Much appreciated.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Beeve. Cosmonaut, you both did an amazing job.
Thank you. And if you guys want to get into Prime speedrunning at all, there's a Discord channel. Discord is very, very helpful. Everyone's, super friendly with each other. If you have a question about anything, they'd be very more than happy to help. I know Cosmonaut is moderator on the Discord channel, so everyone's super nice to each other. So it's a great community.
Yep, it's very good. There's also a big randomizer community for all 3 of the Prime games, if that's also something that interests you.
Yeah.
They have their own Discord as well. Both the speedrun and the rando are just endless fun. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, the randomizer's a ton of fun. Even if you don't know like the speed tech and stuff, it's still like fun to do it without the glitches and stuff.
Yep. Anybody at all levels can enjoy.
Yep. I think that is
the
it.
in-game time is.
Yeah, let's just see what the in-game time is. I'm guessing 118.
I guess
120.
117.
Dang.
Aw.
Not even a 1x.
That's okay.
Oh well.
That's
I'm underestimated. Who cares? So that is the run. Am I able to like plug my like Twitch channel and stuff, or?
Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, why not?
Yeah. So I stream over on my Twitch channel. Itsbeeve. Twitch.tv/itsbeeve. I'm doing like a variety of speed games.
Yeah.
This was
That's
like
a lot.
Yeah, there was like these are one of my speed games. I actually speed run a game every month and give myself a week to learn it and then run it. So I'm doing that throughout the entire year of 2022. Right now I'm on game number 9, so quite a bit. But I have a blast learning the games, of variety and whatnot. But next week I'm gonna be doing Super Mario 64 120 star, which is my main speed game. So I'm way better at Mario than I am at Metroid. I just like Metroid a lot, and CJ wanted me to do Prime and SM64, so I'm gonna be here next week. Next Monday, I believe, I'll be here again. So,
Yeah, nice.
Stay tuned.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do stay tuned, folks, because like I said, we've got Banjo-Kazooie 100% coming up by Schlongster.
Let's go.
Yeah, so that's going to be really fun. Thank you so much for the run, guys. This was incredible. Had a great time.
Thank you for having us. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Had fun commentating with it.